Well, hello everybody. I'm Al, CiNEMACHiNE. I'm here with Brandon
Hello there.
and maybe Ryan. We don't know. Eventually, maybe. But
Maybe.
Brandon, do you want to tell
We
everybody
will see.
where they can find us, how they can chat with us tonight?
Yeah, let me do that. Let me just do Ryan's job. 1 second.
Ugh, gross. It's children.
Yeah, so welcome to CiNEMAChine. You can find us. Everything you can find about us on CiNEMAChinePod.com. You're here on YouTube. Great. Hit subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when we're streaming. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and now Patreon. Throw your money at us. We'll take it freely.
We will gladly take it. Well, everybody.
What's up, Basement Blues?
Yeah,
I got the basement blues. You need to write a song like that.
He's got a TikTok channel. Everybody go check out Tony Basement Blues over on TikTok. So we're trying something new. I tried it tonight for the first time, trying to give a little precursor as to what we'll be chatting about. It's on the thumbnail, of course, but also give a little more insight as to what we'll be talking about on our Instagram live before we go live here. So yeah, hope nobody tuned into HBO because I accidentally said we're on HBO.
Oh, he saw the Suicide Squad.
Oh, what'd you think there, Tony?
Let us know.
What'd you and your wife think? Like did you have differing reviews?
Were you
I have not.
The movie was over?
I don't know your review of that. What'd you think of that movie, Brandon?
I liked it.
Yeah. Okay.
The things that I thought I was going to have problems with, I ended up having, for the most part, having problems with, which was just the humor. I'm not the biggest fan of James Gunn's humor.
Yeah.
But other than that, I enjoyed it. It's a fun movie.
Yeah. A buddy of mine, Paul, I said, "Hey man, did you see?" Oh, okay. Both liked it for what it was. Okay.
Nice. That's good. I don't know if that's reductive or positive.
Tony's pretty positive guy, so I would say it's probably a pretty positive thing. My buddy Paul, just he watches like if there's a terrible movie to take in on like Netflix or whatever, he's watching it. Like those Swedish sci-fi movies that you have to dig to find. Somehow they find him. And
you do that with the faith-based movies.
I do like, well, that's because I need something good in my life. So I go out and get something. I'm like, this is so bad, but I have to watch something good. So anyway, he'll go out and seek those out. He saw Suicide Squad, and I was like thinking, well, he's gonna love this because it's just to me, I haven't seen it, but to me, it just seemed like a high production kind of kitschy type film, you know. And he said that was the worst movie I've ever seen. And I was like, I don't know if you're a good judge of movies. So I don't know if you can take him for his word. So
yeah, I don't know.
Anyway,
people don't like what they don't like, I guess. Ryan wasn't a fan of it, but I enjoyed it.
Oh, it wasn't? Okay. Well, I think that we should do a game show where we see kind of like we did the movie wed game, which we need to do another one of those.
Yeah. So speaking of, I was putting Luna to bed right before I jumped on here, and she wasn't asleep yet. So I texted Melissa, and I was like, I'm going to need you to come and switch with me. And she said, so just log in and start recording or what?
That's a good one. That's good. She's like, I can do this. All I'll do is go down there and share opinions. But no, I want to do one where I pin you and Ryan and your love for Zack Snyder up against one another and ask you hardcore questions, like to where see who loves Zack Snyder more. I think that would be fun.
We could do that tonight.
I don't know any questions. It's a good thing for you twice because you get to talk about Zack Snyder, and then the funny part about that is means I have to research Zack Snyder to learn questions. So it's
all right, guys. I started researching and then I quit. No questions.
Oh, we're still doing that. Oh, my bad. Oh, well, look who's here. Look who showed up to the party. Got it. Hey, fellas. Hey, Nani G, how you doing?
What's up, Nani?
Nani, I was just saying that I should have a battle of the wits between these comic book Zack Snyder fans. I could ask them hard-hitting questions about Zack Snyder and see who loves him more. A fight to the finish, and the loser has to watch a movie that I choose with me.
So, oh gosh,
I know, right?
It was already bad enough.
Oh my gosh, who wants to do that? Will there be a prize? Yeah, we have to review a movie of that person's choice.
4K copy of Suicide Squad from Ryan.
Yeah. The old Suicide Squad, the original Suicide Squad. Yeah. So, it's an idea that can definitely grow. So, everybody, help us out. Let's figure that idea out more and more as the night goes on. But we do have Ryan, who's going to join us in a little while. He had some technical difficulties, but Brandon,
it's not me this time.
It's not you this time. What happened with your internet, man? It seems I can see you. You're not all fuzzy.
What happened is I got a new internet company.
There we go.
Finally. Free at last.
So now you can release the text or the messaging stream that you had going. That was pretty funny.
Well, I'm testing it for a month before I cancel. Okay. Just to make sure. But so far so good. I've been happy. So
doing right there, company.
I have been having a great internet week, Nani. Thank you for noticing.
Yeah. You can actually see his face. It's really nice. It doesn't look like he's.
I was so excited whenever we got this new internet.
Yeah.
I got done. I think the first day I got it was when we recorded K-Cast on Tuesday. Mm-hmm. And I went upstairs and Melissa was still awake. And I was like, this internet is great. We've never experienced this before. I was so happy. And I was like, are
you ready for a second child?
I got in the bed and said, watch how fast this movie loads. Watch this, babe.
She was like, good, Brandon.
Great. It didn't have any fluctuations and from 1080p to 720p to 540. It just stayed locked in solid 1080 the whole time. It was great.
One of my favorite conversations I've ever had with Brandon was when Brandon was setting up his theater screen. How big is your screen? Is it 175?
142.
142. Okay. Inches. So he was trying to dial everything in, and he was having like anxiety attacks and bad dreams about how the ratio changes in Dark Knight. He was having anxiety, and he finally got it dialed in. He's like, whoa. It's like this load.
I figured it out. It took a minute.
I mean, it's cool to dial it in, but man, you were like really panicking there for a minute. It was pretty entertaining.
I'll admit it.
Put a lot of work in. You gotta get the right thing out. So, well, we'll talk about something silly at first. They're releasing a Joker now. Ryan might be excited about this, but this is something that you put in here because you think my nightmare nightmare-inducing baby figure Al can now celebrate Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, but it's a baby version. This is like American Girl gone totally wrong. so, oh, there he is, everybody. Ryan, welcome to the show.
Hey.
Ryan, can you hear us?
I can.
Oh my gosh, can you see Brandon?
He's on the scene. Ryan, how's it look out there?
Yeah.
It's not pretty, guys.
Oh, Ryan, we're doing a show about movies. Don't know if you know that. And
okay. I'm following.
Yeah, I came up with an idea, but I'll talk about that in a minute. Right now we're talking about this figurine. Are you going to get this one? The baby Joker figurine?
I showed this to Katie last night. She was like, this is so creepy.
There's another one. I should have included the shot of him just as a regular Arthur smoking a cigarette.
Oh yeah, that's in the story. Yeah.
Sounds like you got a whole line of figurines to get for your sister.
yeah. That tattoo you showed us of the Chucky and yeah. Three Musketeers are complete. Yes.
With our powers combined,
we are kind of unified. So I have an idea, Ryan, and I'm going to say it once again now that you're here. I think we should do a game show similar to Movie Wed Game. All right. But it's you versus Brandon in Zack Snyder trivia. And the loser has to watch a movie of my choice with me.
Where's the win? I piss off Brandon, or I have to watch a Criterion movie with Al.
I don't even know if it'll be Criterion. It might be something off the rails completely. So,
oh, good.
I think Brandon's got the smoke. Yeah, there we go.
Oh boy,
that looks more like a Godfather baby figurine.
Yeah, I thought it when they had it in there. I thought it was like a Tony Soprano baby or something.
Hey, doing? Where's the bottle?
What you gonna do? What you
gonna do? Huh? Yeah. So anyway. So yeah, well, that'll be coming to a Cape Cast near you. We do need to do another Movie Wed Game though.
The baby from Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Where's that? Where's Roger? I'm excited about that movie coming on 4K, like we talked about last week.
I am too. I've been debating, like not debating, but trying to figure out when I'm going to show it to Luna, and I don't have it on Blu-ray. But now that it's coming out on 4K,
why not just
show
wait
it to her when I buy it?
Yeah, that's one I would like to do like a retrospective on, because man, I saw that in the theater like 10 times when I was a kid. It just blew my mind when I was a kid. So whatever. Another movie that blew my mind as a kid, another series of movies that blew my mind as a kid, was Ghostbusters 1 and 2. I know a lot of people aren't a fan of 2. But
I like 2.
I love 2. I love it.
I may like this series falls into that category for me of like loving the second installments, because those are the ones that I probably watched first.
Sure.
Like this and Terminator 2 and Back to the Future 2 and I don't know, Ratatouille. Those movies like that, they kind of hit me at the right time, you know. Nobody liked that Ratatouille joke. Okay, moving on.
I'm not a Ratatouille fan. I don't really like Ratatouille. I don't get it. I mean, I understand it, but I don't get the appeal of it.
It's got 2 in the. Never mind. Let's just go. Keep going.
Brandon got new internet. He's like, I got jokes.
Oh boy.
Can we get some bad internet over here? So anyway, all right. So the Ghostbusters Afterlife. There's a lot of early buzz, and it's mostly positive. That is a good thing in the world of Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
You're always going to have your naysayers. You're always going to have your people that just aren't going to want to move on from the old. But I'm glad to hear it's positive. I'm glad to hear it's not the nightmare that the last installment was, or, you know. because that was that got so toxic. It was almost like you didn't want to see it just because of just how the comments and everything were going. You just didn't want to be a part of the conversation at one point. So this is good.
Well, I saw it.
I know.
I saw it too.
Yeah.
I was the only one in my group that made it through it without falling asleep.
I was not part of that group.
Yes,
but the thing is that, like I said, they're doing this right. I will say, and a few weeks ago, I reported about their YouTube channel and everything. They're going a little bit nuts with the YouTube channel, getting a little too cutesy with it. I get it. They have to do that stuff nowadays. Some of it's a little bit silly. Some of it's pretty good. So go over there to their YouTube channel, kind of pick and choose what you like over there. Pretty good information. Ryan, you excited about the Afterlife? Do you care that there's good buzz, or are you going to see it either way? How do you feel?
I'll see it either way.
There's good buzz. I am not seeing it.
Well, I'm saying if it's bad buzz, are you going to go? Is it going to kind of gear you one way or the other? So
no, I don't know. The trailer has got me interested, so make my own judgment regardless.
Well, I don't know.
It's all the so at CinemaCon's going on right now, and in Vegas. And after the Sony panel, they surprised the audience and screened the whole movie. So that's where all these little tweet reactions are coming from.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I think people need to I think these studios, this is a good example of, you have to relearn how to market movies. You can't market movies the way you used to, So times they are a changing. So
that is true.
Anyway, I'm excited.
Yep. That's that Watchmen song.
Going to see it because of Paul
Rudd.
He did look great in the trailer. I agree.
He's pretty good. I'm going to see, hopefully, a good Ghostbusters movie. I know it's going to be totally different. It's totally different vibe, so on and so forth. The only thing that kind of gives me pause is the fact that like I said, I have this whole thing about how the kids are smarter than everybody else, and I don't like that usually, but we'll see what happens. So I'm going in open-minded.
Well, a lot of the little, small bite-sized reviews have been like lots of things like worthy, successor to the original 2 type comments, and is faithful to it, is has lots of cool little callbacks and very like Spielberg in nature in terms of the type of movie that it is. So those are all good things in my book. So hopefully, the thing that you have to kind of take with a grain of salt is these types of screeners are like, they're not necessarily wined and dined for this, but there is a lot of like hype at like a press screening, like with, if you have like,
you're not going to be invited back if you say something negative.
Well, not necessarily that, but like there's a lot of like, like you're riding the high of, oh crap, man, we just watched this brand new movie that comes out in a couple months. We're the first people to see it, kind of thing. Like there's a little bit of like, you can't see the, it's a little bit of like sheep's wool over your eyes a little bit to a degree, but not to say that their reactions aren't genuine, but it's like you're on a high. So you're going to be like, if everybody in the room is super positive, you'll probably lean super positive. So, but that's the way I've initially seen Twitter reactions tend to lean positive in general for the most part.
For movies only.
Yeah. But hopefully it's good.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if this is just a good night for me or what, but are you guys fans of Mr. Del Toro? Guillermo?
I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Not as big as Brandon, but yeah.
Not big enough for Ryan to know what that animated the hands with the eye and the hand was.
I've never seen Pan's Labyrinth, so I couldn't.
What?
Tell you.
That's your next criterion. You're gonna have Just letting you know. So anyway, just you try to teach them. You know, Brandon knows, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here anymore. Anyway, side.
Your mic's on now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't
Hot
know.
mic.
I don't know. So anyway, well, they're releasing a. You're a fan. Awesome. Nani G. They're releasing a book that is titled "The Iconic Guillermo del Toro, the iconic filmmaker, and his work," which excites me to no end. I will buy this book for sure. The artwork. Have you ever seen any of his sketches, his like notebooks that he goes into movies with or anything? Yeah. They're pretty darn impressive. So I'll definitely be buying this book. I do own a couple movies here on the old Criterion. Yes, they're in the sleeves.
I can hear that crunching.
You know,
show them to the audience.
So there you go. They're in the sleeves. See.
Hey, why don't you show us how to remove
Chronos.
A Criterion from a sleeve?
How to remove one?
I've only seen how to put one in.
Okay. How do you remove one and then put it back into the same one? Because I had trouble with that.
Pull.
Okay.
Out,
all right.
And then you pull the movie out.
Oh.
So Brandon refuses to borrow movies from me if they're in the sleeves. See, it has a lot of purposes. So then you want to put it back in
to keep your movies away from Brandon.
Yeah. Well, trust me, just my selection alone keeps them away. So then you just slide it back in there. Yeah. Tip that over and scarabouche.
I wish you had to give it a good lick.
Yeah. You've got weird fantasies. So I'm excited about this. They do go in on the Pan's Labyrinth here. They do go into his notebook a little bit. So I am very excited to see what all might be in this book. I'm sure it'll be a great like coffee table book or something like that. So pretty excited.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any interest in grabbing this for yourselves?
Yeah, I have interest. It's not something I'm going to rush out to get, but I do really appreciate he among like a couple other like filmmakers.
Thank you, Tony.
Does Tony have them on all 100,000 of his Blu-rays?
Sleeve budget for the
He's
month.
definitely got a very distinct aesthetic when it comes to creature design.
Yeah, he's
in his movies.
He's kind of like, and I know this is watering him down, but it's almost like George Lucas and Tim Burton had a baby with some of his artwork. That's the way I look at it sometimes. Begone dust. That's what Al yells when he seals them up, and I go,
"Be gone from me, be gone."
I say, "Fresh." It's fantastic. It's gonna catch on. It's gonna sweep the nation, guys. And while you're sitting over there with your beaten up Blu-rays,
you'll be selling yours for a premium because you got them in bulk.
Yeah, I bought them. I bought all of them off of. Bought all of them off of Amazon. Either way, I'm excited about it. You know.
Yeah, I'm excited about it too.
Yeah. Well, okay, I know something that'll get Ryan excited. All right, let's throw him an old bone over here. Ryan, you like your Harry Potter, don't you? You like your Harry Potter?
I do. My wife really likes the Harry Potter.
Oh, then this might be a family purchase.
Purchase.
Hang on one second. This is use the sleeves because viewers always want to know why I buy movies and haven't opened them. There we go.
We have a video too.
Yeah. with one of the best comments I've ever seen on a video. So
it was amazing.
Go over and check that video out and check that guy's comment out and then like his comment because I thought it was hilarious. All right, so Harry Potter, they're going to put out the 4K edition and it's coming in a train, man.
It's coming in a train.
It's coming in the Hogwarts Express.
A chugga.
Do we know a price tag on this yet?
I think it's like 130.
Oh yeah, it was 139. That's right. 139, I think. yeah, I want to purchase this. I've been looking for a good. I have a box set, like just the old regular box set of the Blu-rays, but it's kind of bland. So I might buy this. I have a feeling this will appreciate. Do you guys like big box sets like that? Oh yes, Tony and I.
Did they make a slip cover that big though? The size of a train?
Yeah, it's one of those bike bags.
Put it in a trash
It's one of those
bag.
bike bags you get for Christmas, like to put the big gifts in. It's gonna look like American Psycho at my house pretty soon. Just everything's gonna be wrapped in plastic. So, I'm gonna listen to
get that
on the news.
Overlooked carpet, and it's really gonna throw people for a loop.
Well, surprise, surprise! Look at this.
Nice.
Got that train pre-ordered. Yeah.
Basement Blues. How many copies of the Harry Potter movies do you have? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Let's all take a guess before he says. I'm gonna say 3.
I was gonna guess 3 as well.
I would imagine he's got them on DVD, Blu-ray, 4K, maybe HD DVD. I don't know if they put it out.
Maybe the steel books too, because they put out that steel book.
And then they've had multiple iterations of those formats. Maybe.
This is like guess the jelly beans in the jar.
Like because they before the whole saga was complete, they put out those like all but the last movie collections. So maybe he bought one of those early, and then he had to buy the next one.
I'm impressed at the fact that it's not like a hoarding thing. It's just so clean in there. It's like, I don't know. It's like going to I only have 2 sets of DVDs and the Blu-ray. Okay. All right, 90G. So you got 2 sets. Now, Tony's going to go. I have the 1 Blu-ray set. I did have a couple.
He's pulling up his inventory. Spreadsheet on his computer. I
wonder, he's got kids and his wife there. I wonder if they like work in the video store for him. If they have to like rent a movie from him, and
logs it out, checks it out.
Yeah, he calls it.
Do they have to pay late fees?
Yeah, he calls it like Dad Box or something instead of Red Box. Like he's like giving them popcorn and goobers and So, it's impressive, man, and I want everybody to know I only talk about it because it's just super impressive. So go check out Tony's channel for sure. I have okay, here we go. Deluxe sets, a set of the steelbooks, which I thought, and the 4K editions 3.
There you go. Bingo. Wow. About to be 4.
Yeah. About to. Oh, so 4. Got excited. Man.
It's impressive.
That is impressive. It's awesome. Which one has the best transfer though? Which one do you like to watch the most out of those? Which one do you prefer?
I know on Blu-ray the first 2 had kind of mediocre transfers.
Yes, it is. Like a museum.
So, but if you watch them, if you had like a digital copy, which I do, you can watch. They always typically the digital retailers will update whatever they host with the most recent transfer. So that's the way I watch the first 2 because they look better than the Blu-ray right now. Until I upgrade the physical editions.
That makes sense. The 4K editions have the best transfer. Yeah, those movies are just, I don't know. To me, you can tell a little bit of this, that, and the other, but that's like a Star Wars kind of generational thing. That's one of those things that, like, when the kids nowadays or that generation's older, they'll be putting out the newest. They'll try to tap that again, and people will be upset about it or happy, like all the new Star Wars stuff. So just wait till Disney buys it. So anyway.
Well, speaking of Harry Potter,
it
was reported, I think last week, that David Yates is taking a break from Potter-centric material after the next Fantastic Beasts, which he's been doing almost exclusively Potter movies since
the poor guy.
The 6th one. Which one did he start? I think was it the fifth
I
one?
don't even know.
Fifth one, I think.
Yeah.
But
he had that Tarzan movie like right after, I guess. He finished Deathly Hallows.
Yeah. That didn't do anything.
Poor dude, man. Having to do 3 of those Fantastic Beasts movies.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know a lot of people that are super high on them. I'm sure there are, but I mean, they still made okay money, I guess. But I'm pretty sure the second one had kind of diminishing returns based on the lack of enthusiasm after the first one. Hopefully, though, the next one they kind of get it together. But I don't know. I'm not very interested.
That is very true, Tony. It was.
I didn't see
something else.
I gave up after the first one. I'll be honest with you. My
wife is a diehard Potter fan, and she almost walked out of that movie. She hated it.
Yeah, I watched it at home, but I almost walked.
Release
out of my
the
house.
anybody else cut. You know what I mean? Just whoever else wants to make it, release their cut of it.
I think they do need somebody with some fresh eyes in this franchise. I mean, I think the guy knocked it out of the park in the Potter films, but it just feels like he needs a break from it.
I remember seeing that last Potter
this one.
film.
These are just all. It's just all poor writing. I mean, they just made the material up essentially.
That's true too.
Yeah, and that Johnny Depp thing was weird. And Brandon, we saw the first one in theater together, didn't we? Yeah. Left a lot to be desired.
I just felt like that first one. To me, the only interesting elements of the first one were was it Credence, Ezra Miller's character, like his stuff, and Colin Farrell's side of the story was pretty interesting. But like all the Newt Scamander stuff was I just did not.
I didn't even like.
I don't know how you remembered any of that because I didn't retain any of that movie. Just I don't know. I just remember somebody doing this with blonde hair. That's all I remember. I don't even know if I'm right. That's just what I think about every time I think about that movie. Just somebody with
Fantastic Beasts.
That's all I can think about. I don't know. They're in a room and they're all wearing like tan clothing. That's all. That's what pops in my head. I don't know anything else.
Tan clothing, blonde hair. Got it.
Yeah, that's what I think about. Yes.
Jazz hands.
Yes, exactly. Fantastic. All right. Well, speaking of fantastic, I think we're all relatively anyway Christian Bale fans, and Christian Bale is going to be in quite the strange movie, Church of Living Dangerously. So this Josh Bishop guy over here, I think is his name. He was a preacher that turned into a drug runner. He turned an old Kmart into a church. And then his son had a meth problem. And so he was like, I know how to help my son. I'm going to do meth with him. So so he got a drug problem, and then they started
got to get in there to get him out.
John Lee Bishop, not Josh Bishop. Sorry. So all the Josh Bishops out there, I'm sorry. But no, I think this should be pretty fun. They're going to have to, I wonder if they're going to fatten up Christian Bale's face.
He'll do it himself.
He'll do whatever he needs to do.
Yeah, he'll go.
Sure.
Oh, that's sad. He's going to start doing meth, everybody. You heard it here first. So anyway.
Didn't this guy like bring in a Bengal tiger?
Yeah, he had a tiger.
A whole new meaning to the word method acting, huh?
Meth. I see. Man, the show's pretty good a while ago. Gosh, everybody's giddy over Brandon's internet. What's happening?
I am not. You don't understand how much happier I am right now than last week.
Sorry, you were breaking up there.
Yeah, right.
I'm just messing with you.
Brandon. So let's just give a peek behind the curtain right quick. We got a text from Brandon. Y'all might need to find another person to do the pod with. It was like slow violin music was going while we read the text. Like,
I was very frustrated. You watch that episode, you can tell.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, put that.
I wear my feelings on my sleeve.
Yeah, his sleeves were ripped off by the end of that show. He was angry. He just dropped off. So, but yeah, so I'm excited about that. I'm pretty much excited about anything Christian Bale is going to do. Yeah. I can't think of too much that he's done.
Weirdly, I haven't watched a lot of his recent stuff. Did y'all ever see Hostels?
Yeah.
Nope.
I wanted to see it, and I just never.
It wasn't great. It wasn't great. It wasn't what you wanted it to be, but it was okay. It was worth watching. I'll put it that way.
Thank you, Nani.
Bless your heart.
Oh my god. Oh my god. It's not like he's starving to death. He had bad internet.
But it's pretty close. 2021. It's right next to starving. Don't have internet.
I will remember you. It's like, I feel like we need Sarah McLachlan music. Yes, no, I've been in that struggle, Brandon. I know how you feel. You feel like you don't exist. I get it. I get it.
No, I mean, I will. I think the last thing I watched with Christian Bale was probably The Big Short. You and I went and saw that together, Al.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, with you.
Which I really enjoyed. I didn't. Ryan, you saw Ford v Ferrari, right?
Yes. Yep.
And I think
I did not see that one. That's the one I didn't see. It's hard for me to watch Matt Damon. I have. It's just one of those things. Like, it's hard for me to watch Matt Damon. I think he's just awful on screen.
Well,
all right.
That would be
Machinist is where he lost all the weight. Yeah, and then bulked up Batman. I don't think we'll have trouble adding weight to his. Exactly.
Bulked up
Tony.
too much for Batman. And Nolan told him he had to lose some weight.
Yeah, and then he got heavy.
He just did that.
He lost all the movie
too.
Yeah, he gained all the weight for that, but then he lost all the weight before that for The Fighter. So he's, they say he's pretty method.
Now
he's gonna die when he's like 65.
Yeah,
well, that's how Tom Hanks got diabetes, going up and ballooning and going skinny for like Philadelphia and Castaway, and then just being regular weight for other movies. So. They're suffering for their art, Ryan.
Do you just switch positions for some reason?
Yeah.
He's like,
feels better. This feels better.
Watch this, guys. I got internet. Oh. Good Lord.
Musical chairs.
Good Lord.
That's a twist. That's very twisty.
So
yes, it is.
Anyway, so yeah, I'll probably go see this. It seems like a good one. Another movie, if you want to see a good movie about like people that swindle people in church or whatever, is Steve Martin's Leap of Faith.
Love those movies.
I like them because
inspirational.
Leap of Faith is a great movie. I think it's the first movie that Philip Seymour Hoffman was in, if I'm not mistaken. So I could be wrong. Could have been Twister. I can't remember. But it was one.
Twister, also a good movie. Just throwing that out there.
Have you seen it in a long time?
I've saw it fairly recently.
I have seen it in a long time.
Did it hold up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always liked that one growing up.
I saw it. I think I saw it like when it first came out on home video. I saw it in theater and when it first came on home video. I haven't seen it since. So it's so crazy to see Helen Hunt now because she's older, of course, but she's starting to look her age. And she was like, the person in pretty much everything there for a long time. And they just did another season of Mad About You last year or the year before. And she looked like Paul Reiser looked just fine, but she looked so different. It kind of took me back a little bit, but anyway, it was still a good season. So if you like Mad About You. Go check it out. All right, so we've been talking about Neil Blomkamp lately, and actually Jeff is going to watch Demonic with me tomorrow night, so I'm pretty excited about that. I invited you guys, but you both said we've got better things to do in our lives. So we're going to review
doing a reaction.
We're not going to do a reaction. We're just going to review it eventually.
Gotcha.
So, and then we're going to review some of the short films on his YouTube channel. So, pretty excited about
Jeff's
that.
YouTube channel.
Yeah, on Jeff's YouTube channel, Neil Blomkamp's YouTube channel.
Cool.
So anyway, he was on Rogan, and he talked about how the reaction to Chappie, how the audience accepted or didn't accept Chappie, pretty much set the stage for him not doing Alien. Now, it did say there was never a script, but he had a great concept that would pretty much pick up right after Aliens. And Sigourney Weaver would have been in it, and she was into the whole entire like thought process and whatnot. But I will say this:
depressing. This is so depressing.
He had a good attitude about it, though. He said, like, you know, when they were like, you know, Ridley Scott came back in and did it, and da da da. He's like, it's his. He started it. It's his to do with what he wants to it. You know, so I like that attitude, but I still would have loved to have seen what he would do with Alien. And I think that this type of groundswell, how these stories are coming out, I think that might eventually happen. I honestly think that these type of things show interest to the nickel counters. Would you guys still want to see one, or do you think that it's a little too late?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I love the first two Alien movies. I've never seen Alien 3. I haven't seen anything like I never saw the Resurrection or AVP or any of those. But I really enjoyed Prometheus, but Covenant not so much. I think this kind of, I guess, falls into that category of I think they're calling it Lega sequels, like where they ignore, you know, half the movies that have come out.
Yeah, like the Halloween
sequel to one of the earlier ones. So yeah, the concept art for this looks. I mean, they've kind of trickled that out over the years. A lot of Ripley stuff. Michael Biehn was going to be in it.
Bean.
Behn, Bane, right? It's not Bean.
Bean. I've heard him in interviews before. Bean.
Bean, Ben, Guzman, Guzman. These are all just words.
Yeah, add that to the list.
Good internet can't stop bad pronunciation.
I swear. What's hilarious is
yes.
You wouldn't punch a guy with glasses, would you? You punch a guy with glasses.
So off the rails right now. Oh.
Never mind.
Oh.
Oh man.
All right, Ryan. What do you want to say about it?
I could not hear what you just said.
What do you want to say about the movie there, the Alien? Bring it on. Is that it?
Yeah, I'm with Brandon. The only, aside from the first two, the only one I've really enjoyed is Prometheus. So I need something that I'm gonna like.
Potentially.
Okay. Well, something you did like, I think. I'm not sure. But you recently saw Free Guy, right?
I never seen it. Nah, I saw it.
Okay. You went and saw this with your lovely wife. And do you want to tell us what you thought of it?
It was fun. It was it wasn't like laugh out loud funny, except for there were a couple of good parts. They have a couple of the Disney purchase did. I'll just say the Disney purchase did them well. In this movie, they were able to do some cool stuff because of that. There's a creative concept. I don't really understand. I know a sequel got announced. It's one of those that it seemed pretty wrapped up to me, but where there's money to be made, I guess.
Yeah, mine that field. So it's going to be coming out in September, end of September, about a month before it leaves theaters. Okay, you want to see it before it leaves theaters? A lot of good things about. Okay, so Tony, I hope you do get out there. Is it worth going to the movies for?
It's worth checking out.
Do you think they should wait till September 28th? I think it is.
It's a good little date movie. If you've got a significant other, it'd be a fun one. Katie loved it a lot more than I did.
She's got baby brain. What are we? Come on. So, yeah, what did you not like about it? I'm not going to see it.
There's just the humor was a little bit. I'm a little bit more of a fan of Ryan Reynolds' like sarcastic brand of humor, I guess, and there wasn't as much of that in this. Because he just kind of plays kind of the innocent. If you've seen the trailers, he's just kind of a babe in the woods a little bit. kind
of like Elf, where he's just a good guy and happens to be funny.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm very it was good, but I'm not like over the moon about it or anything.
Exciting, riveting. Well, you can see it September 28th in your homes if you want to, because it's going to be coming to VOD very soon, and also physical media October 12th. So of this year. All right.
Yeah,
so Brandon,
one other thing that I'll touch on before we move on would be that they announced that the Addams Family 2 is going VOD, same like day and date.
Oh yeah.
If you're into that kind of thing, and I mentioned last week that we watched the first one with Luna, so this is interesting because we'll probably end up watching it at home with her.
Awesome,
I imagine.
I do want to say before. Go ahead.
Nope, you go ahead.
Now, before we move on to Brandon for what he's watched, I do want to plug. I did see last week. I saw Let Him Go on HBO with Kevin Costner and Diane Lane. That movie was freaking awesome, and I was sweating bullets, and I was mad for the third act is just. Katie left and went in the bedroom and closed the door. She's like, I can't watch this.
Well, that's good.
You
made you emotional.
HBO Max.
Do what?
Did you watch it on HBO Max?
I did, yep. But I do fully recommend anybody check this one out. It's definitely worth a watch. Kevin Costner crushes in this one.
Crushes, yo. Brandon, what you been watching this week?
I was like Matrix flashbacks.
Well, exactly. I gotta
I was
throw
trying
this
to
up.
get past it.
I know you were.
I was so trying to get past.
I have to bring it up.
Uh,
because I don't believe in false advertisement. I put this on the graphic for social. So this is better. I like this.
Yeah, there we go.
So you don't have to look at it anymore.
Exactly.
I'm leaving him out until.
Well, look at you.
Is he
like this? Not like this.
He doesn't even know.
Yes, exactly.
all right? You've had your fun. I'm not doing it. It's Alice doing it.
No, I know.
Okay.
So, Matrix 4.
Yes. Matrix 4. Al, if you will allow us a minute. Okay.
He doesn't even know he played Matrix clips in there.
Yeah. No.
I was just hitting whatever I could to stop the madness.
Mm-hmm. Matrix 4, Brandon, what do you think?
Yeah, so it was funny.
No, Daddy, no!
Okay.
I can't wait till the next time Al talks about something he likes. It's gonna be great.
No. He's going to talk about what he watched this week, so we'll have plenty of time to drop things in there. He sent us his watches of the week this week. I thought he was like making a reference to some video that y'all posted. It's like, oh, that might have been movies he watched. And it was. Yeah, so it's funny.
Talk about it.
They announced the title of the movie, and I was like, didn't we already know that? Talked about it and so I looked in our show notes, and yep, we'd already talked about it. I guess the thing to note is that they showed some footage from the movie and at CiNEMACHiNE, and I think we kind of knew that it's going to be interesting seeing.
I saw
Keanu.
A brief. Good.
I was going to say it's going to be interesting seeing Keanu with long hair and a beard as Neo and not connect him to John Wick.
I think it's good. I don't think so. I think the aesthetic of these movies. I was hoping so much that they were gonna do the long hair thing in this movie. I'm so glad that.
Well, you kind of have to with Keanu these days because in Bill and Ted he just looked not great without beard.
I never saw it.
Yeah. But no, I mean, I don't know exactly to the extent of what all they showed. I know that they supposedly hinted that Yahya is playing young Morpheus like everybody assumed.
I saw a brief little description of, I don't know, it might have been Brandon Davis or somebody who had seen the footage talking about what it was, but it was pretty intriguing. And this one is one that
seems like it's going to be. They're taking the approach of kind of hitting the reset button a little bit, like because the Matrix has different timelines that have failed over the years. So I don't know if this is necessarily the same Neo, same Mr. Anderson, or if it because he's not aware of the Matrix in this one, and so it could be a different timeline altogether, or it could be that same timeline reset.
Yep.
So.
It
could be cool. I'm hoping it's cool because, as anybody that's watched our Matrix review,
this is one of those that like similar to Star Wars when they made the sequel trilogy. Just when you go into the theater and you hear that music and see the code start running, you're just gonna get chills. It's gonna be awesome. So I'm excited. The story lives up to it.
I'm excited to go back and rewatch Reloaded and Revolutions because. I know they get a lot of crap, especially Revolutions, but
just try to ignore the CG.
Yeah, I know. But we'll see. It'll be fun. Those were movies that Melissa and I bonded over when we were dating, so they hold a special place in my heart because we were dating when Reloaded and Revolutions. They came out like within a year of each other, and so we went and saw both of them. So that was special for me. Anyway, okay, Al.
Basement Blues needs to rewatch them too. Yeah, I'd be interested to know how that rewatch goes. Let us know because I think at least Brandon and I will be doing that soon as well.
Yep.
All right, Brandon, what'd you watch this week?
I was going to do it with us. That'll be his punishment. He loses. He doesn't ask good Snyder Cut questions.
How about we do a Snyder trivia thing, you versus Al, and then Al has to watch. If he loses, he's got to watch The Matrix.
I'm not watching The Matrix again. I don't care. No, I'm not watching that again.
It's okay. We'll do Reloaded.
Not watching any of them. Anyway, Brandon, what'd you watch this week?
Well, mainly I started a show that Ryan's been talking about which is Ted Lasso.
Yes, so good.
Melissa and I started. We're maybe 6 episodes in, I think. I think we just watched the episode where his wife and kid come to visit.
Nice.
In the first season. It's great. I really enjoy it. It's I think Ryan, you mentioned that it's very it's super endearing. Like his character is just like he's very just wholesome. Like just I don't know.
You're so used to shows being like dragging out tension and creating animosity, and he just like he brings everything together. He's the fixer, and it's just it's awesome.
Is he the straight guy in this show?
The straight guy. Comedically? No.
Yeah.
No. I wouldn't say that.
Okay. Yeah. He's just I don't know. He's just he plays a stand-up guy through and through, like brushes everything off.
He comes across as kind of like aloof, but he has a lot of purpose behind what he does, and like it serves the story very well.
Yeah. A lot of heart in this show. I think you may have mentioned that. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. And I don't like soccer.
And it's funny. Like it's a very funny show.
And by saying it's like super wholesome, I don't mean the show in general. This still like a kind of a rated R type show or whatever it would, TV 14 or whatever you would call it. But just a good watch, and something very easy to just put on in the afternoon and watch a couple episodes.
Very positive show. Yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
It's funny you say it's a very positive show. I haven't gotten that from the trailers for it, so I thought it was going to be something like a Eastbound and Down type thing from the trailers I saw.
No. I mean, there's elements of that with side characters where he's trying to kind of get people on the right path and whatnot, but it's pretty different.
Cool.
Would recommend. 2 out of 3 CiNEMACHiNers recommend it.
Brandon, what's your Sopranos report? Where are you with the Sopranos?
I don't remember.
That good, huh?
That good.
I don't think I've moved. I don't think the needle has moved since last week.
Okay.
So I knew that if we picked up Ted Lasso, it was going to be an issue with Sopranos because I just want to watch Ted Lasso. So
it's a great show.
Mainly because I know that if we watch Ted Lasso, Melissa won't fall asleep midway through, and I won't have to rewatch. Like because Sopranos is an hour long. It's
sure
we rarely get through one without her falling asleep. If it's an hour long, anything at night, and so I know that we'll at least be able to do one episode of Ted Lasso at night. So that's the go-to right now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Awesome.
What about you, Al?
Get your drops ready.
What are these obscure movies that you watched this week?
I bet Tony knows at least one of them.
He probably owns a couple of each of them.
He probably does. I watched Eating Raoul. This is
delicious.
This is a very like weird kitschy movie. It's about these straight-laced people that live in a like apartment complex, and all their neighbors are swingers and everything. This is in the 80s, late 70s, something like that. And they need money to buy a new house and to start their own restaurant. So they start inviting the swingers over to their house under the guise of they're going to do that type of stuff with them, and they murder them. So, and the way they murder them, they always hit them over the head with like a cast iron skillet. So, it's not for everybody. Some of it was okay, but was a little surprised this was on Criterion, to be honest with you.
Was this a recent purchase from the hall?
No, actually, I watched this on HBO Max because I've been wanting to. I've been wanting
the Criterion art.
Well,
because
hang
you
on.
said Criterion.
Well, there's a reason for that. Is because HBO Max, when I started the movie, I've been wanting to buy this one. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to watch it first because it's a very strange concept. So I started it on HBO Max and the Criterion logo came up in front. And I was like, that's strange. And then I noticed they had quite a few Criterion titles on there. So I don't know if they've got a deal or something like that, but hey, Criterion Channel still exists, but this was on there, so I watched it on there just because I saw it, and I was in it kind of like a weird 80s kind of movie vibe, so I watched it. But I did watch one of my recent purchases, and that was Man Push Cart. This movie is fantastic. I love this movie. This is, I think, 2005, if I'm not mistaken. This is a movie where this guy comes over from Pakistan, and I don't want to tell you everything about it because some of it's revealed in the middle, but he has to use, like, he has this food cart that he goes out on a corner every day, and it shows his struggles of having to get out there. But he is living his American life in New York, and he has to do this, and he has to sell X-rated movies as well. He's getting money for something, and I don't want to go much further than that, but it just shows all the struggles. It's really just a kind of slice of life, human condition type movie. So I liked it a lot. I watched this with my movie club. I'm not sure everybody there liked it, but I was intrigued the entire time. Need to watch it. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So Tony hasn't watched either, but he does own. You watched Rashomon. Oh, look at you. Look at you.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, look at you.
You got a twofer right there. Tony likes the Superman stuff, and you got to say, look at you. So, yeah. So I would say I highly suggest watch Man Push Cart. I can't highly suggest Eating Raoul unless that's just right up your alley. It's not for everybody. Man Push Cart is a really, really good
That's how funny that sounds. I cannot recommend Eating Raoul.
Don't do it.
So
don't do it. It's bad.
Yeah, I can't tell you the end of either one of these or even all the details of these movies because it gives them away. But I do think that Man Push Cart is one that most need to see. So that's what I saw this week. Did you guys buy any physical media this week?
Yeah, not movie related. I got I don't have it. I never have them down here. I need to be better about bringing them down.
It's all right. What'd you buy? What'd you buy?
Well, I got a new vinyl.
Yeah,
I'm sure everybody here did. We tend to get one a week, it seems.
Yeah, our vinyl gang text chain is like getting loaded up every day. It's somebody.
I got was it Dual Tone Records had a sale last week, and they had a Noah Gunderson album that I've been trying to find cheaper than, because it's like $25 to $30 everywhere else, and so I got it for $15, and it's one of my favorite records from him. So I was just really excited, and it sounds great. It was remastered specifically for vinyl in this dual tone pressing. So I was impressed.
That's awesome. Well, I do want to give a report. Last week I talked about how Mondo keeps not sending me my records. They did ship my Wild Stallions vinyl. However, it sat there for like 3 days. I got the notification like it's being shipped, and that was like seriously like 3 or 4 days ago. And then today it finally moved somewhere else, so it'll be here next week. But I did buy something. It's not a soundtrack, but it is a piece of the soundtrack of my childhood. of my teenagehood, I got Cypress Hill Black Sunday on vinyl, double LP. Pretty excited about this. I love this album. This was the album that we used to, all the kids in my neighborhood, we'd play this and everybody get together and, the girls would come and hang out with us
one another right now.
Right. Yeah. So you can't sing half these lyrics on YouTube just because it's all violent, but it is impossible to listen to Cypress Hill without trying to sound like Be Real or Sin Dog afterwards. So I've been going around my house, which I live in by myself, and doing doing that for like the whole week. And it's like just whatever I have to say, and I'll say it in their voices as close as I can get to it. But I did have the privilege of meeting them at one point in my life, so that was a lot of fun. But this album is one of my favorites of all time, so very excited to have it. So I don't know. I've been listening to it quite a bit for the last couple of days, so pretty excited. All right. So Ryan, no new vinyl for you? No?
I don't think so. I got that Guardians and Wonder Woman, but I talked about it at Cape Cast. So
okay. All right. Well, we do have some movies releasing this week. Let's see. We got Candyman, the remake, No Man of God, and He's All That. Did you guys ever see She's All That back in the day?
Of course.
Yeah. So they flipped it.
Janie, she's got glasses.
yeah.
She's got a ponytail. She's got paint on her overalls.
Oh, is that the Not Another Teen movie or something?
Yeah. Teen movie.
I was like,
so okay. Did you guys ever see the original Candyman?
Yes.
Negative.
I liked the original Candyman back in the day. I haven't seen it since I was a teenager. So, or
that
a kid,
is
rather.
That was the next movie I found after I finished the Halloween movies completely for the first time.
So, do you have any interest in seeing this remake?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. It's very worth it, but I'm a bit of a chicken. Now, if you want to see that too, huh, Tony?
I was listening to Real Blend, their podcast this week, and they all had, two of them had seen it, and one really loved it, said it was like one of his top 10 of the year so far, and one wasn't a fan. They both said it wasn't super scary, which is interesting.
So there you go, Nani.
It's more of a thrill. Like the original was more of a thriller to me.
Yeah, the guy that plays the original Candyman was just very, I don't know, just his voice and everything sold it. So I don't know. This looks like a very clean. Is it PG-13? Do we know?
Todd.
I doubt it. Could be wrong though.
But anyway, I don't know if I'll go and see it, but you guys have fun. I'm gonna go see this. Well, I'm gonna go see Rated R. Okay, I'm kind of surprised. Just the trailer looks so like PG-13.
Isn't the director of this is doing the next Captain Marvel movie? Pretty sure. Nia
really?
Gotcha. I don't know.
I don't know. But I don't know.
No Man of God looked good to me. We talked about the trailer when it came out.
Yeah, this is
I'm interested in it.
The Elijah Wood movie. What's the killer's name? I always forget his name.
Ted Bundy.
Yeah, Ted Bundy. Yeah. I mean, this looks good. I don't know that it's a rush out and see it kind of thing. I think this weekend I'm definitely watching Demonic tomorrow night, and then I think this weekend I'm going to rent Pig as well. So
Did anybody watch Reminiscence?
No, not yet.
No, I was going to, but my friend fell asleep.
No,
my friend was Brandon.
Oh, Brandon fell asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Sorry.
Oh, how the turntable!
I've been trying to make time to watch it since, but I haven't found it yet.
Well, so. I don't know. I'm in a real like I prefer super. Oh, okay. So, well, that's sad. Nani G. Everybody, somebody go watch this movie with Nani G.
Everybody, somebody.
Everybody.
Everybody. Make it a community thing. Everybody, let's start a CiNEMACHiNE community where we watch movies together, have fun. It's gonna be a good time. Yeah, I'm in like a real gritty movie mood right now. Not sure why. I will say this. As I say that I'm in a real gritty mood, I did watch a Christmas movie the other night, and I did buy Christmas candles.
Yeah,
I
walked into Al's house today, and I was like, "It smells like Christmas in here." He pointed to the candles.
Christmas in July is even over, Al.
I love Christmas. I swear I want to be Santa Claus. So anyway, they had a sale at home. What's it called? Hobby Lobby, and everything was 40% off Christmas wise.
Hobby Lobby.
I wonder why.
I went in there and, well, I mean, they put it out in July, and then they have a sale, and then they sell it full price. So they have a good little thing going on there. But anyway, yeah, I loaded up. I spent a little bit too much money on Christmas stuff already. So, thank you, Nani G. See, everybody. People get me on this show. I love them. I love them year round. They're my favorite kind of movies.
We just don't have pajamas. We don't have Christmas pajamas.
Let's
last year when we were doing we were going to do our Christmas vacation episode, I was like, yeah, and we can all like wear our Christmas pajamas for the episode. And we were like, we don't have Christmas pajamas.
I do.
We're adults.
I don't hear anything Batman pajamas.
Oh man.
Here's the thing about me. If I could eat breakfast food 3 meals a day, watch Christmas movies 24/7, 365, and
you're an adult, you can. You're allowed
and it feels like Christmas outside all the time, I would be the happiest person in the world. I would even be like, go watch your Matrix.
You can do 2 of those 3 things.
I know. I do most of that all the time. Anyway, but so it's the heat outside that really gets me. But yeah, I mean, come on, seriously, all year round, yes. We're gonna start Groundswell.
Yes.
And I think everybody in the chat, go ahead and tell us, wouldn't you like to see us in some really snazzy Christmas PJs for our Christmas show? I think it would be fantastic. That's why I wore the Griswold jersey.
I got my Griswold jersey last year. That's as far as I can go.
I love I don't know. My family does Christmas at 2:00 in the morning. We all wear Christmas pajamas, so that's why I said it. Sorry, I was happy, guys. So anyway,
well,
thank you. And Nani G is a
Nani Jeans.
Nani Jeans. Nani G is a Patreon subscriber, so she kind of has to say. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Equity shares.
Yeah.
So anyway, well, is there anything else we want to talk about before we get out of here? I know that we need to tell everybody how they can find us. Ryan, do you want to do your job this time? Because Brandon did it last time.
Did he do a good job?
Did a great job.
Nice.
We're looking.
Hit the subscribe button.
I want you to do me a favor. I want you to tell all your friends about me.
What are you?
I'm
you can't be jumping the gun on. You gotta let it roll.
So we're gonna do that every time, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
That's the segue. Okay, we talked about this.
I don't know if we talked about it, but
we didn't talk about it.
Oh my god.
Hit the subscribe button here on YouTube and notification bell so you can stay up to date on all the videos we're putting out. We do this show every week on Thursday nights, so be sure to tune in for that. We are on Instagram at CiNEMACHiNEPod, and we, like Al mentioned, we've got a Patreon. That's patreon.com/CiNEMACHiNEPod. We appreciate all the support that we get there.
Yes, we do. And we thank everybody for tuning in tonight and chatting with us. Please hit us up everywhere Ryan just said. Let us know what you want us to watch, a review, maybe even talk about. And we're going to try to do some more Instagram Live before we go live here to kind of give a rundown of what we'll be talking about. But I want to thank everybody. Enjoy your weekend as well. Basement Blues, Tony.
Likewise. Yep.
But everybody, thank you so much for tuning in to CiNEMACHiNE. And until next time, keep watching a ton of movies.